Ooh, all right, y'all. This episode was a lot. First thing first, Melanie, you gotta hit the bell and you gotta hit the bell. You gotta hit the dough. Not gonna lie. And I used to love her. That's the thing. I used to love her. Y'all watch my other videos. I used to love her, but we're gonna get into it. All right. So y'all gonna see what episode this is from the title. Bryce said he knew the new girl. Oh, by the way, what is up, y'all? It's your boy Dion Drift. Get into it. I do Zeus content, TV content as well, reviews for baddies and all that. I also work with them, do games, interviews, stuff like that. Maybe I want to, my interview Sincere. Like, I'm gonna have to see what's up with Sincere, because Sincere's like a cool person. They ain't real easy on the eyes, not gonna lie. But he seemed like he got some depth to him just a little bit. From this episode, he's like, chin up, chest out. I was like, okay. Anyways, y'all, let's get into it. So Bryce said he knew the new girl. The boys sit down with the new girls, and Bryce say that him and I think her name is either I'm gonna go with Beth, but her name is either Beth or Jan, the white girl with the tall one with the boobs and a mole on her lip. Yeah, we're gonna get into that. But he said they used to model together. The girls sit with the new boy Caleb, and all you hear is every time Caleb says something, almost every time Caleb says something, Ken's just like, ooh, like the girls are just not really. They're trying to get to know Caleb, but they're more rooting for Kenzie. So that's good. I think as a male, like we know when females like trying to root on their friends. You know what I'm saying? Like they we can feel the energy when it's like ooh, and the girls looking at you and they're looking at her. Like we see all that, so we already know what's up. So Caleb knows what's up with Kenzie. The bombshells talk to each other. But at that point, I'm just wondering, like, so we got Caleb, Beth, and so I'm wondering, can they explore the connection with each other, like, or do bombshells have to be strictly bombshells and they can't date each other? You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's been a season because I didn't watch last season, but I watched all the seasons before that, and I think it did happen. It's like a 75% it did happen where the bombshells got with each other. That's interesting. That's a good question. So during the bombshell talk, Soul says she feeling Corbin, KC, and Sincere, and I'm like, come through because she liking all the black guys. Like, give it up to her. She liking all the. I don't know if no Sincere is black. He might be mixed, black and Mexican, right? I think that's what he is, but he's definitely light skinned. He's not. Yeah. Anyways, KC. So we went past that the boys talking or whatever, and he said KC's attracted to Soul. Zach is mad at Kata for wrapping her legs around Caleb during that kiss, and he just handcuffed watching it. Of course, Kata, what was you thinking? But then again, we're gonna get into that because communication is everything, and I don't think when Zach communicated with her, she didn't give him that same response back. We're gonna get into that in a minute. Yeah, so what I originally felt like when Zach said he was mad at Kata for wrapping her legs around him, I was like, is y'all even locked in yet? Like, that's what I was thinking at first, but we're gonna get into it. Sincere is mad at Melanie, and he was just mad at the really her doing the most and the kisses back and forth. Like, of course, that is so embarrassing. You with your boys and you see your girl. Mwah, 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 mwah. No, I think it's you. Let me taste again. Let me like, bro, you playing in my face. You playing in my face in front of everybody's face. Like, no, I'm not cool with that. So that's not cool. Melanie, she felt that her later on the episode, like it's not gonna be our cookies and cream and peaches and stuff. Just because you say sorry and I'm gonna prove it to you. Like, no, baby, this ain't that. And you go one more time, I'm gonna prove it to. We're gonna get into that. Melanie and Sincere talking. Sincere said he just felt embarrassed and played, and Melanie was playing like she don't know why at first, and she said she didn't know she was kissing for real. Like, she wasn't even. At first, she was like real unapologetic. She didn't even know she was kissing at first. That's what she said. She ain't know. But honestly, I feel like because everybody like Corbin is big dude and Sincere the skinny dude, and Zach or Bryce something about Sincere skinnier than me. Now, why was you lying? Talking about Sincere skinnier than you. Well, she felt like she don't know why. Honestly, I don't know. It's 50-50, but it's like more of 70-30. I think she knew 70%, 30% she didn't know, but maybe more like 80-20 for real. But yeah, she said she didn't know she was kissing. But you still embarrassed him, jumping up and down. So that whole I don't know why you like. Why you mad? Like, why you sad? Like, what's going on? Like that whole act, but you jumping up and down and stuff. Like you doing too much, and she do too much to the point where I don't think she recognized what she be doing. You know what I'm saying? And if y'all go back, way back when, like on episode, I don't know what episode it was, but in the episode previous to this, she said men usually get sick of her because she do too much. And at first I was like, girl, ain't nobody getting sick of you. But now, now, yeah, it makes sense. Everything correlates. Everything checks out. It definitely makes sense. So yeah, he talked about her jumping up and down. She said, I was jumping up and down for Kenzie. I was happy for Kenzie. It didn't look like that. And she said she threw the pillow at Kenzie. It didn't look like that. It looked like you were just happy because it was a bombshell in there and you was doing the most. You didn't keep your composure. You had no respect for Sincere. Like you playing in this man's face. Like get he out. He could look passive and all nice and stuff, but don't play in his face. I feel like you're taking advantage for real. And it's honestly given that when Melanie was trying to explain her case and talking about like that's why I did that, it was given like Melanie can do no wrong, but Sincere can. You know what I'm saying? Like Melanie, she can mess up, but if Sincere mess up, it's automatically do. Why'd you do that? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not here for that. But then the same token, Melanie say she knows she messed up. She go on her confessionals and she say she be doing too much sometimes and she know it. So when she said she messed up, I think that was in her confessional. So it's like, if you know you messed up, why'd you sit in this man's face talking about I didn't mess? Like, what are you talking about? Why'd you playing like you don't know what's going on? I get they do shoot the confessionals after they talk, so just for her to say that and talking about she knows she do too much sometimes, like you know what was going on. Like you should honestly, and I'm gonna go and break it down. This was later in those, so I'm gonna go and break it down now. Melanie, you should come on this show with zero baggage. We gonna come back to that. Hold on. I don't want to get into it just yet. But anyway, so Anaya and KC talked. Anaya said KC wrapped his arm around the bombshell. Oh, excuse me, y'all. And KC said his arms are already open when the bombshell came, and the last thing he's gonna do is see her sad. Now, in the beginning of this conversation, I was feeling like I don't know from KC, and also Anaya was crying. But I was feeling like I don't know from KC because it's like she was sad and stuff. She was crying, and KC was just like all happy and I don't know. Like, I don't know why you feel like that. Why you feel like that? Like wiping her tears away with his fingers, and he just wasn't feeling sad. But he eventually ended up coming around, like you know, showing some emotion because she emotional. You know what I'm saying? KC said so is his type, and Anaya asked will he explore her, and he said the feeling is mutual. I was like, ooh, ooh, like. Sorry, I gotta drink some water, but what do you mean? Like, I thought y'all was locked in. I ain't gonna. I thought they was locked in. I thought if anybody was gonna be locked in, it'd be Anaya and KC, and then maybe Zach and Kata. But we gonna get into that. But Anaya and KC is just like, I thought that was locked in. Like, KC was like, you know, you the only one that I want. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna, if somebody come in, I ain't gonna turn my head at them. I believe he said something like that before. I know I'm not tripping. So just for him to say, just for her to ask, is she your type? And he said, yeah. I mean, if the feeling mutual, then yes, I'm gonna explore her. Like, I don't know. Now you mentioned Corbin coming in, and Casey said he wasn't really worried about Corbin. You know, she's trying to give an example or whatever. And Casey said, I wasn't really worried about Corbin. And she's like, okay, cocky. That's what she said. She's like, okay, cocky, or whatever. And Casey was like, you never gave me a reason to be worried. And now he was like, exactly. You see what I'm saying? Like, KC, like, hello, like, that's why she feeling worried. Don't try to act confused. You know why she feel like that. And you talking about Bless. Like, come on now. Like, you, if anybody should know, you should know you messed up. You know what I'm saying? And he talking about in his confessionals, yes, my partner is sad, but won't you want me to feel like a bot and a robot and be depressed with you? That's what he said. And honestly, I thought y'all was locked in. Like, why? The only way you wouldn't feel like that is if you just open and just really don't got feelings for her. You just going with the flow. Like, that's what I got from that. But then the same token, he says, I messed up. I know my partner. I got to get my stuff together. I don't know, because ain't you willing to explore? What you mean you gotta get your stuff together, KC? Like, come on now. You talking about I gotta get it together? And then he said, I'm gonna get to that later. But it was the whole when I wake up I gotta lock in thing. We're gonna talk about that later. Um, yeah. Zach and Kata talking, and Zach feel like Kata has been performing of, wrapping her legs around her or him, the new bombshell Caleb. And Kata was like, I'm really sorry, I feel awful. And it's like, bro, everybody want to be all apologetic because their partner said, bro, I just want somebody to be real and be like, I'm sorry you feel that way. Say that. Say, I'm sorry you feel some type of way. I need some lotion on my hands. I know it. I just took a shower, but it's just like, all y'all talking about, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for that. I didn't mean it. Like, you meant it. You did that for a reason. You thought before you did it. Like, come on now. So, uh, do you really feel sorry for what you did, or did you just do what you wanted to do at that moment? Like, we gonna get into it. Like, okay, Zach said he wasn't feeling her on her back where her legs wrapped up around the gut where he was handcuffed. He said he's over it, but it won't be no kissing or cuddling tonight. Um, Zach apparently told the guys this the important part. Zach apparently told the guys or the girls that he was super close. He was super close with Kata and he was closed off. Y'all know what Kata said back? She was like, "Oh, for real? Oh, well, I'm really, really sorry." Hello, hello. You're not gonna say you? We. I'm glad you feel like that. Like, okay, that's good to know. Like, okay, we closed off then. Like, some type of mutual. Cause Zach said, I told him we was closed off. All she said was, "Oh, I'm sorry that I hurt you." Like, I don't know. She could have said, "We're closed off now." Like, okay, like something. Um, okay. So that night they go to sleep or whatever. It's literally no cuddles and kissing except for Corbin and Kenzie. Next morning they wake up. Sincere says, "Soul is just dreamy," and I'm not gonna lie, I can see them being together. We're gonna get into it. He truly needs a woman who isn't gonna embarrass him. Like, that's what I felt. Soul and Gabriel talking. Gabriel said he's not locked down to anyone. He wants to explore. Like, of course, you're the freak Nico, the whole group, you're the horde. Like, come on now. I would love to see him and Beatrice like continue and really grow their relationship because they're both just some freaky leaks. So I want to see if this physical is gonna rise above. You know what I'm saying? They're just gonna keep being that. I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of interesting just to seeing people with a physical attraction really talk and just do the same thing. Like, I'm not mad at it. However, if it came down to if it was all four of my favorite couples and Beatrice and Gabriel, nah, they gotta go. Like, I don't know, it'd be interesting. It's just I'd rather see him with Beatrice for real because Gabriel, we know you've been around the block. You know what I'm saying? They go up to Soul Ties. Beatrice feeling her. Okay, my bad. So they go up to Soul Ties, and so okay, I got this note song. My bad, y'all. But Gabriel said he feeling her. He knows. He says, "I know what I want, and you know what I want." So him and Soul start kissing, and Soul said, she can taste some people pheromones. She can taste people pheromones when she kiss them, and how like her body said that was not it, and like she didn't like it. She wiped it off immediately after. Like, ain't pheromones like? I thought it had something to do with cologne and perfume. Ain't that like the smell you give off or your natural body scent? Like, ain't that what pheromones? I think that's what pheromones is, right? So for her to just taste it, let me know in the comments what y'all think pheromones is. I do got a lot of notes. I'm gonna try to wrap this up, y'all. Oh my god, I got a lot of notes. Okay, I'm gonna try to skip past the stuff because I do be taking like a lot of notes. Okay. Bryce talks to Trinity. Oh, he felt like Melanie was full of BS. Zach and Kata talk. What happens there? Oh, Zach said he felt like he closed himself off too quickly, and I agree because Kata, all she said was she's sorry. She didn't even say she agrees with being closed off with you. Like, yeah. Oh, I feel like I wasted a lot of time on details in this review. I'm gonna try to wrap this up for y'all like ASAP. Yeah, so after Zach said he felt like he closed off too quick and he just wanted to remain open. Kata got in the confessionals and she was like, he threw me off. Um, like we're not good. You want distance? Like I'm gonna want distance as well. Like, um, how do I feel about that? Kata talking about he threw her off. What did you expect? Like Zach was closed off to you. You're not closed off to him, so he gonna go back open. And you got a problem with like you want him to only be closed off to you, and you open to everybody because you wrapping your legs around people, doing post tricks around people. Like that was wild. I did not know Beth had a mole by her lip. Like she give the lady from Shrek. Like, I'm not gonna lie, dog. That's ill for me. Like no, I'm not feeling that. Let's wrap this up. Melanie talking to the boys, and she basically saying like she's been hurt by guys in the past, so she isn't used to having good guys, and she feel like Sincere being so good to her and nice to her is unreal. Um, and like Casey said, hurt people hurt people. You got a lot of baggage. You self sabotage and like it. You being a wrench and out the whole season. Like you the wrench in the cast. Like I'm just being honest, man. I think you're probably more immature than Kenzie at this point. Like Kenzie was doing the whole kissing and thinking up the middle finger and stuff as Zach on the first or two episodes, whatever. But Melanie, I'm not gonna lie, like I think it's time to wrap this shit up. I'm not gonna lie. I was here for you in the beginning with the little drama you have with the girls. The girls is one thing, but when you can't connect with no man and you like your energy, your presence is felt. So when you making sad faces, when you looking sad and down, we feel that. I know, if I feel it from the TV, I know the girls feel it. Like don't nobody want no bad apple out the bunch. You know what I'm saying? So man, it might be time to go home. What else happened? Cause I got all these talks in here. Uh, and I and Casey talking, and Casey was like, basically, he don't want to throw it away what they got, and I'm like, are y'all closed or are y'all not? Because Casey, you was happy when New Girls came in. Like I don't know about them. And then for the fact you got to wake up and say, like I know, and I was really feeling me. Like I'm like I gotta wake up and say, all right, I gotta lock in. You should not have to lock in and like focus and really like, you know what I'm saying, just focus on locking in every day. Every day you wake up like it's a challenge because it should just come natural. You and KC should be natural. Like, come on now, like it should just flow natural. Shouldn't have to feel forced at all. But feel like you forcing it. She like you more than you like her, and I feel like it's forced. It's forced at this point. Um, Caleb McKenzie talk. Wait, okay. Gabriel and Beth end up kissing or whatever. That's not gonna work out. Caleb and Mackenzie talking. They're starting to get to know each other. They're getting lost in each other's eyes. They're talking about the country animals and stuff. They end up kissing. So end up pulling Sincere for a chat, and this is the night before, right before the fire pit or whatever, or at least that night. 'Cause I don't think we haven't voted yet, in America. But so end up pulling Sincere and Sincere. She so asked Sincere, "How do you feel?" Sincere said, "I feel way better." Like, I'm not gonna lie, Melody's probably like a bad apple out the bunch. Like her energy when she's mad, like it just carries. You know what I'm saying? I feel like her it's contagious, it's infectious. Like her energy is just probably not what's up. You know what I'm saying? So and since they are really kicking it off, they end up kissing or whatever. Melanie trying to find him, and she came in right after they kissed. Melanie ended up pulling Sincere for a chat, and Melanie all insecure talking about, do you see a future with her? Did you kiss her? Sincere said yes, and she got her head down, acting like she finna cry or whatever. Like, come on now. And then Melanie walks off and says, literally, all y'all, like, what the, like, like, girl, you gotta grow up, cause why are you just playing victim all the time? Like, oh, and then Melanie said, I'm so sorry, I'm gonna make this up to you. Why is you a girl telling a man you gonna make this up? Like, stand up. Like, who raised you? Like, come on, Melanie. Like, you gotta get it together. Okay, so that's the end of the episode pretty much. America has the vote now, and okay, so we voting for three. We voted on the three bombshells. Who should they couple up with? I'm not gonna lie, I didn't have a chance to vote last night because I was working, but I will say that for the first bombshell, so obviously she needs to be with Sincere, which is gonna leave Melanie vulnerable. For Beth, I really don't know. I feel like that's a wild card because I don't really see her with nobody, especially with that mole on her lips. She can just go straight to home. Not gonna lie. But Corbin, or no, not Corbin, Caleb, they probably gonna vote for Kenzie. So we got Melanie, Corbin. That's left all bad and bougie. Like they gonna be out there from their partners. I'm like 75% sure this is how it's gonna happen, but I know they extended the voting, and I'm like, was the voting close or something? Because do they usually extend votes every night? I don't know. This is my first time voting out of all these seasons. I usually watch the seasons way after, but I'm doing this episode reviews every day, every morning. I know this one kind of late, but I try to put out in the morning before noon. Yeah, I just think it's time for Melanie and Corbin just to get together because y'all finna lose y'all spouse. Not gonna y'all. And Melanie might as well give him a Corbin because you was struggling trying to figure out who the kiss and the child. You was I already went over that, but alright, y'all. This was the Young Drift. I am out of here. Sorry for the long review. I will try to wrap up my notes a little bit better because even Baddies review is like long. So this was the Young Drift, and I'm out of here. Peace.